Hello, my name's Zeke and I run a comedy gaming website. That's me there in the sexy RAF coat. I'm not a member of the Royal Air Force, but I do bloody love a good flight simulator. The only problem is, I don't actually know what any of these buttons are for or what they do. But it doesn't matter! Despite my high rate of failure, I figured it would be fun anyway to take some gamers and other cool folk out for a spin. At the end of the interview, we'll try and land the plane together at their airport of choice. Or any available flat surface, I guess. So, without further ado, I'm gonna plug in my crappy joystick and take to the skies. It's time for another episode of Noobs on a Plane. I'm a British gamer who sucks at playing flight sims, interviewing people while we try to land a plane.
GamePlay Jenny, yeah!
Hello, and first of all, false advertising, because we are in a helicopter for the first time ever in this series, so this will be exciting. The other reason why I am super excited, and more than a little nervous actually, is because I've got the one and only GamePlay Jenny with us today. GamePlay Jenny, how is it going?
Oh, calm down. Hey, who's that behind us? Hey, I'm not being funny, but
I don't know what
I want
he
to get
thinks
off
he's
this
doing.
runway.
But I don't know how to fly a helicopter. This is the worst idea ever. Oh, Christ, on a bike. This takes off quick.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. I read that it takes about 120 hours of training.
How many hours of training have you had?
Probably about, well, none, but I did read the Wikipedia entry on helicopters.
I feel safe.
This is making me feel physically ill. Okay, that spinning is slowing. Oh, there's that spin back again. Our old friend, the out-of-control spinning. This is not ideal. Not good, not good, not good, not good. Definitely not good.
Do we need to start offloading some ballast?
Bit late for one of us to jump out now. Don't worry about it, basically. We're in heaven.
That's incredible.
Right. GamePlay Jenny, that was the worst idea you've ever had. So, let's get into something I'm a bit more familiar with. Right. We are in the Cirrus EasyJet, I think is what they call it.
EasyJet? Whoa, no. Don't you have to pay to use the fire escapes or something?
Yes, 15 quid a pop. So we're going to take off in this. I kind of know how this plane works, so we'll be okay.
That's promising.
In theory. Usually we fly towards a destination you pick, but today I figured we'd start off in Deauville. Where would you like to fly to today?
Let's go to the place I never got to. Let's go to Paris.
Let's go to Paris. That would be lovely, won't it? You know what? I'll get us there, and I think we should try and land, not at Charles de Gaulle Airport, but on the Champs-Élysées.
Sounds like something I'd do.
Cool, let's do it, man. How do people fly helicopters? It's impossible.
Not like you did.
No, definitely not like that. It just doesn't strike me as something that's physically possible and that anyone should actually do. I'm getting all kinds of warning sounds, but we're up in the air. This is good. I think for the rest of the series we'll stick to a plane rather than a helicopter.
I think I can see the sea.
Yes, which makes me think...
We're going in the wrong way.
Yeah, basically. Look it up on a map? What do you reckon?
I would just turn round.
Yeah, I mean, it's demonstrably the wrong way, isn't it? Because the Paris is not in the middle of the sea.
Whoa, when I said turn round, I didn't mean in the style of a stunt plane.
I'm eager to get you there. I must admit, I'm really, really nervous having you on the line. It feels like the most terrifying first date ever.
I'm
Wow.
very, very glad I don't have a view actually out of the windows.
Yeah, that was a little bit steep, I must admit, even by my standards.
Is that a river there? Does that river lead to Paris?
That's lorry on a road.
No, on the left-hand side.
Oh, the left-hand side.
I can tell the difference between a road and a river, I think.
Yeah, if we follow that river, surely...
Got to take us somewhere.
Take us to the heart of Paris, I should imagine.
Have you got the sun in your eyes?
Yep, solar activity right in my eyeballs. I'm trying to decide also whether to go above the clouds or below them.
You're not deciding very quickly.
I was waiting for input. You weren't giving me any help, Gameplay
But you're
Jenny.
the pilot. You're the pilot. I don't know why I'm saying that after what you did to that helicopter, but you only live once. Let's go up into the clouds.
Let's do it. So as we're climbing dramatically, as always, tell us about yourself and your fabulous channel and what led you to come to that and what has brought us to being in this terrifying plane ride together.
But none of those are actually the same thing. They're not connected, I hasten to add. But no, the story of the channel is quite a well-known one, I think, to people who watch. I had an operation a couple of years ago, and I was stuck at home, and I got very bored. And I wanted to play computer games, but I was very, very tired, and I couldn't seem to play more than about 10 or 15 minutes without just knackering myself. And so I started kind of playing games vicariously through watching Let's Plays. And I thought, I could do that, or at least I could try that. It was a bit of a challenge. I wanted to just have a go and see if I could do it. And I did, and I put the first video out, and the next thing I knew, I had about 100 subscribers, and I thought, really? So I put another one out, and it's gone from there.
Hi there. I'm your daddy, sweetheart. Daddy. You're going to need a name, aren't you? Your mother and I have been talking. What do you think about...
Oh no! No! You can't name your child player name. Goodness me, they'd get bullied at school. How about Jenny?
That's a good name, don't you think? Fits you perfectly.
That's me, just for the avoidance of doubt. Those are my fists. Hello. Excuse me. Were you ever in the Human League? Oh, let's go with randomise. Randomise your head. Yes, I do that most days, to be honest. What? Oi! What are you? Stop beating me up! Hey, why are you beating me up? Stop it! I'm gonna have to kill you now. Thank you. I'll be having all of that, and I'll be having that. Butch head crippled. Now I think you'll find Butch's head is very dead. Fat, wide, weird, thin, black. No. No. Well, this wasn't very interesting. I apologise enormously. You'd much rather just see me get blown up. That's not good. Ow. I can't see anything. What are you doing?
Well, I'm in a cloud, and that's a big hindrance to the old visibility. But yeah, your channel, how long's it been going for now?
It's about... I think it's 18 months technically, because although I started it up when I was off work, I couldn't actually do anything, so it was only a couple of months later. I think it was August 2011 I put the first one up, something like that.
By YouTube standards, having a channel grow that much in its first year really is something that I think it's testament to your likability as a Let's Player.
That's very kind of you. It's not too bad, is it? I mean, I think in the grand scheme of YouTube, it's probably really good. Obviously, I sit there looking at it going, oh, you know, I wish I had more subscribers and I wish more people watched and all the rest of it. But you do, because otherwise there probably wouldn't be much point in doing it.
Are you ever self-critical, or are you just, you know, I'm doing what I'm doing, if you want to come along for the ride, then do that?
I'm more the latter.
Mm-hmm.
I am more the latter. I don't sit there thinking, oh, I need to do what people want me to do, and why didn't I do this, and why haven't I done that? I tend to just do things. And like you say, if people watch it, they watch it, but largely it was for my own entertainment purposes, and I have a very loyal band of followers, so I know that they're enjoying it, even if I haven't got 1 million subscribers.
Absolutely. And if people haven't heard of your channel, Gameplay Jenny, and they like the sound of it, they think, oh, that does sound good, but man, I'm really up for a channel that does giveaways, maybe food and that kind of thing. I'm struggling to think of any particular channel that does that and combines great Let's Playing.
It's funny you should mention that,
Oh,
really,
yeah?
because I'm not sure about the great part, but certainly I combine food and giveaways and Let's Playing. That's very true.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic. That'll be music to their ears, Gameplay Jenny. They'll love that. I don't know who decided to come above the clouds. This sucks, man.
Yeah, it does.
Back
any
down.
Have you stalled?
Mm,
If you have stalled, could you make sure it's over the river?
oh, that's not a bad idea. I'll keep this below me.
I'd rather drown than get my head smashed on a rock.
It's always a plus, isn't it?
Well, they say you don't feel drowning, so...
Apparently it's very blissful after you've gotten over the initial panic. Wow, this conversation's turned, hasn't it?
Oh, look at that going off into the distance. Isn't that lovely?
It's beautiful. I hate it. I've been playing with it for the last... What the hell?
God. Oh, God.
I don't understand France. They've got some weird skies over here.
Oh, my God. I'm really sorry. Sorry. Whoa.
It's going to be my mission for the rest of this video to make Gameplay Jenny sick violently.
Would you please stop trying to throw me out of the... You invited me here.
Sorry, Gameplay Jenny. So what has been, on your channel, your favourite game that you've played so far?
I think for the sheer ease of sitting down and playing and being able to talk about it, because doing all those three things is not as easy as it perhaps first appears, I think probably Skyrim.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's one of my favourite series of yours. Although I miss Fallout, so you need to sort that out, girl.
Yeah, you're right, I do. You're right. Yeah, it keeps crashing at the bit with the stuff.
The bit with the stuff. Is there any... Can you give us any hints as to what you might play in the future? Or is that confidential and hidden in MI5?
Well, my intentions would be to do New Vegas at some point. And it would be quite nice to do something zombie related, possibly. I'm not a big fan of zombies, but I've got various options there. And then I'm doing something called the You Pay I Play weekend, which is to say thank you to all the people who buy me games on Steam. I say all the people, about 3 of them, but I said I'd do a video for them if they bought me a game, which I so far haven't really done. So I'm actually going to do potentially a whole week, depending on how many I get, of games that people have bought me, and my God, have they bought me some games. Just things you would not believe.
Go on, can you tell us any?
Somebody's bought me one. In fact, it was Bill. Bill Wolf has bought me a game called Dangerous High School Girls in Trouble.
I can trust him to do that, the old
It's
pervert.
a board game. It's a board game, apparently. A board game called Dangerous High School Girls in Trouble. Yeah.
Well done, Bill, who's probably watching. You crazy bastard. Oh, love it. You watched Splice the other day.
I did.
What did you think of it?
I wasn't very impressed. There was a particular scene in it that I really didn't like, and I don't know whether I can talk about it. I don't know how family-oriented your channel is.
It's a Christian channel. It's not really.
Well, if I say the rape scene.
Is it rape? Is it legitimate rape? Is it real rape? Did she want it? She was dressed kind of slutty.
I wouldn't want that.
I am so cutting all that out. I can't believe I just said that.
I've bought all sorts of rubbish films today. Blockbuster in my town is closing down, and finally they've reduced everything by epic levels. So
what kind of prices are we talking?
Couple of quid.
Sweet.
For new stuff.
So what did you splurge on today?
Do you want me to go and have a look? Let me go and have a look.
Yeah, go for it. Gameplay Jenny keeps all of her DVDs in the back of my plane.
It's my bag of stuff. Right, what we've got in here? Big pile of things here. Buried, which I still haven't seen.
Is that the one he's in the coffin for?
He's in the box.
Oh, you like it? It's pretty good. It's pretty
good. We need to talk about Kevin.
Not seen that, or read the book.
The book is amazing, and I tell you, I did not see what happened coming. I won't spoil it if you've never seen it or read it, but read the book first. Then I have a Norwegian film called The Bothersome Man. Norwegian films are a good laugh. I say laugh, they're awful really in terms of content, but they're a good laugh in terms of the ideas that they have in them. I would highly recommend seeing a horror film called Manhunt, which is apparently like the Norwegian Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I hate the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I really enjoyed Manhunt.
Yeah.
And there's another one called Mr. Something. I can't think what it is, but it's about a guy who just keeps repeating things in his life over and over again, one of which is being hit by a train. It's very strange.
That's a Bill Murray film, isn't it?
No. But I might be going back for one or two other things, depends. I've already spent too much money, and as I say, me and a friend came out at lunchtime with huge piles of DVDs and looked at each other and went, shouldn't have done that.
Well, it's what you got to do, you know, they're going into administration, so might as well bag some loot.
Absolutely.
And then you can just fob them off on your subscribers later.
Absolutely.
Going back to talking about YouTube, if we may, did you find... You did mention earlier that it is surprisingly difficult to talk. I still haven't mastered that bit. To talk and play games and, you know, do all the rest of it. How long did you find it took you to kind of ease into it?
Not very long. I'm always quite good at improvising. I can think on my feet, and so providing there's something happening, it's not that hard. And obviously now you get used to it. You get used to techniques to stop the dead air thing happening.
I'm working on it, but yeah.
Originally, it was difficult to find a style more than anything, I think, because I knew that I did not want to go down any kind of walkthrough, genuine let's play. I wanted it to be silly, and that's easier for me. I find that much easier, reacting to things in a silly way and thinking through things in a silly way. If you're trying to be serious about it, you're shooting yourself in the foot, I always think, because you've got to get it right. Your audience is going to expect you to get things right, and that's not entertaining for me. Go and read a Prima manual or something.
And it doesn't lend for some of the funny stuff that, particularly with your style, some of the stuff you say on the spot, just reacting to things with no time to pre-plan it, is absolutely hilarious. You say some mad stuff sometimes. It's brilliant. I love it.
Thank you. People always say to me, who are you, show us your face, where do you live, blah 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 blah, but they don't realise that these sorts of things genuinely do happen. And Caters17, who got involved with a guy called Corey, Mr. Safety he calls himself, who's very successful, she found herself in a situation where somebody broke into her car, slept in it, left some weird note in the what do you call it? I know what I mean. Glove compartment,
box, yeah,
or something like that, and then disappeared off. And weird, all these weird things started to happen, and you think, I don't want that. There seems to be a bit of a, how can I put it? There's a bit of a trend, although I suppose it's always been there in human nature, to want to know everything about somebody. It's like celebrity. The finest points of their life are raked over, and they get followed around in the streets and all the rest of it. And I don't want that. That's not me. I'm not desperate for fame. I don't need any of that. That's not me at all. And I would never want to put myself in a situation where something like that could happen to me.
Before we got on air, I did draw a picture of what I think you look like. I'm just going to bring this into view, if I may. My portrait of Gameplay Jenny. In fact, I am going to stick that right there, because I don't know what any of those instrument panels do, so we'll have Jenny there.
That's incredibly creepy, but I'm quite impressed I have a hexagonal face. That's incredible.
I'm not good at circles.
Actually, I used to get pictures, when I first started out. I'm quite sad I don't get the pictures anymore. People used to draw me pictures, and there were these incredibly appalling drunk renditions in, MS Paint. I received a My Little Pony once with about 6 legs. It was just bizarre. But
I mean, I didn't want to offend you by doing some drunken thing in paint, so I spent the extra time today doing. I didn't get any work done. Just drawing that today.
That's very much appreciated.
That's okay. That's all right.
Is the big black blob Paris?
Why is it there a big black blob on Paris? BP been up to their old tricks. Oh, I can see the Eiffel Tower. Hang
Can
on.
you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I've gone all skew with. Oh God!
No!
What's happening?
I feel like I'm banging my head against the console.
I've literally broken everything. There it is. If you can see it, kind of while I'm bobbing around.
Yes, I can. Yes.
And that is our landing site. I've decided.
What, on top of the Eiffel Tower?
Maybe not on top, but I'll settle for next to it. One thing that has been noted by myself and the rest of your viewers is that you have a lovely, lovely singing voice.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I was once horribly mauled on a forum somewhere where somebody said that it was so bad that he wanted to throw his computer out of the window.
Did he, in the end? Because that would have saved us all a lot of hassle.
I would like to think so.
Oh, that's horrible. No, you got a lovely voice.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's a lovely, lovely voice.
I've got a controversial question next. It doesn't apply to you because, as we've mentioned, you don't really show yourself on camera at all. But do you find there are a lot of gender biases on YouTube? What I mean is, do you find that some girls in particular have an easier ride of it?
I think, if I'm really honest with you, I suspect that if I played on the fact that I am female a bit more, I'd get more viewers.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't, because that's not me. It's not within my nature to do that. So
Does it annoy you when some people do? Because there are an awful lot that do.
yeah, oh, it does, because that just annoys me anyway. I think anybody who plays on something that's a bit lowest common denominator is selling out, really. Which I suppose in itself is possibly not a terribly nice thing to say, but yeah, of course it annoys me.
Yeah.
It is literally a case of, here I am, I'm female, sometimes they're young and pretty, and that's why they get the followers, not for the content, and that's just a horrible, horrible feeling. Yeah, I can't think of any examples off the top of my head, and it's probably better that I wouldn't give any anyway, but it's lowest common denominator, and I think, I as you've already identified, I'm not perhaps in the young bracket anymore, but I think I would know how to appeal to a male teenage fan base if I really wanted to, but
Sure,
I don't.
sure. But yeah, I think not getting your jugs out on the webcam and whatnot, it's more of victory earned, isn't it? You know, is it really? It's a hollow victory if you get 10 million subscribers, but you're only doing that because you're flouting your femininity.
Well, not to mention that if I did do that, nobody would watch. It wouldn't be worth it.
I think with that comes the extra loyalty. Your fans are extra loyal because, as you say, you're on that journey, and you know the other types of kind of one-shot video people who just put out a quick video because they know it'll instantly get views. Say if they do a Dark Knight Rises review or whatever, you know that they know they'll instantly get hits on it, but there's not that kind of long-term loyalty, and otherwise you wouldn't get weird guys calling you up and saying, "Hey, do you want to die in a plane crash?"
No, that's quite true. You're right, I wouldn't. It's got its benefits.
Absolutely, so there you go. Who are your other influences? Don't say me, that would be embarrassing. But who else on YouTube do you look up to? Do you enjoy watching?
If I'm really honest, there are very few. I don't, and I think part of the reason, partly it's a time thing, and partly it's that I don't want to be unduly influenced by people, because if I started religiously watching somebody else, I would subconsciously become them. I would subconsciously start doing what they do, and I really don't want that. And there isn't anybody. I can't give you an answer to that question, really, because I just do what I do, and I don't spend my life on YouTube watching other people do it as well.
No, I mean, you've got a full-time job, haven't you?
I certainly
Do you
have,
mind
yeah.
saying what you do?
I can't really
Okay,
say because
no
it would
worries.
identify a lot of stuff, but I am. Oh God, how can I put this? I'm a public servant would probably be the best way of putting it.
Oh, interesting.
But, yeah.
Well, we won't dwell on that too much
I can
because...
tell you. I'll tell you
Yeah,
as long
okay,
as it
tell
doesn't
me,
go
yeah.
in. Narrow it down straight away.
Right, guys,
I kind of work for government.
Gameplay Jenny just told me what she actually does and what job she does off camera. I cut that, as you just saw. Let me tell you, it's the most fascinating thing in the world, and you'll never know what it is. So, what's the pay like for being a secret agent? I guess we best do a quick round. As we do every week on Noobs on a Plane, we do a quick round of Would You Rather. We're kind of running out of time because Paris is right here.
Good lord, so it is.
So,
I've survived.
You have, well, so far, we've got to land it, yeah. Yeah, do you fancy a game of Would You Rather?
How could I refuse?
I've got a good one this week. Would you rather do a stand-up set at the Hammersmith Apollo, but you've only got 1 hour to prepare, or set fire to all the books in your house?
Oh, the first one. The first one. I can't say it'd be funny, but I'd do it.
Okay, brilliant. Well, that's been Would You Rather. What about cutting off one of your little fingers or setting fire to all the books in your house?
Why on earth would I want to cut off one of my fingers?
Well, you wouldn't, but I assume you wouldn't want to set fire to all your books either.
I'd much rather have my fingers.
But you can flick through your books with your index fingers. You don't need pinkies to read a book.
Well, I play the violin. That is in the public domain. I play the violin, so losing my fingers would not be a good thing. Yeah, I had problems. When I was a teenager, I managed to pull well, they don't quite know what happened, but I ended up with massive nerve pain up my bowing arm. And it took some considerable time, it took some years for them to work out how to solve it. And like you say, it just puts you back.
You had pain up your bowing arm. What does that mean?
Yeah, you know the arm that you bow with?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was thinking Boeing, as in Boeing 747. I'm so caught up with this plane thing. I'm like, what the hell is a bowing arm? Yeah, no, bowing arm, of course.
Yeah.
Right, so coming in, there is... Right, let's take a little closer look. Okay. See the Eiffel Tower there?
I do.
You see the grass open bit there?
I do.
That's what's going to happen, my friend.
I'm hanging on to my chair.
We'll see how we get on.
If we'd been in a helicopter still, I would have dared you to try and land on the pitch at the Stade de France.
Well, that was the idea. I thought we could take the helicopter to France, as you do, and then to Paris, and then plonk it down, I don't know, in the Notre Dame Square. I thought that would have impressed you, but I suck, man. I suck. I just crashed it. Now you hate me, and this has all gone wrong and stupid. It's a stupid series, a stupid video idea. I don't know why I bother.
That was Noobs on a Plane.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. I've scoped this out. I scoped this out before we got online. There is a relatively empty road that we can land on. And there's plenty of space as well to slow down, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's like a tiny Millennium Dome with a target on it.
It's just asking for trouble, that, isn't it?
Do you want to hop out, see if you can land on it? It looks bouncy.
We've discovered the world's only bouncy Millennium Dome-shaped target runway plane landing spot. If we'd had a
That's
helicopter, that would have been our landing spot.
Right, it's getting serious now, mate. We are messing up the zoom controls, for one thing.
It looks properly like SimCity now.
Except this is loaded up fine, first time. This is amazing. What a great idea. Okay. Bringing it in.
I'm so scared right now.
You have got no reason to doubt me. Look at this. This is a gorgeous landing. What is going on? Why is it so bumpy?
Things you don't want a pilot to say. Number 37.
Oh, under the bridge, over the bridge. Under. We'll go under. This is fine. This is fine. Right, we're doing this. We're doing this. It's happening. It's on. Can I forward a look at the... Oh, beautiful. You just focus on that gameplay, Jenny, and not on your impending demise. It's not going down very easy. It's like it's fighting to go up. It's like it knows what's happening. Oh, another bridge. This was unexpected. We hit the bridge.
Oh!
That is disastrous. We have landed on the bridge.
Oh,
we've fallen off the bridge. I think that's mission accomplished there. Pain au chocolat? We'll just leave this here. Let's go find some coffee. Dude, thank you so much. That was an absolute pleasure.
You're very welcome.
And I would like to implore everyone watching to go check out Gameplay Jenny's channel, which is handily called Gameplay Jenny. Link in the description box below. She'll treat you better than I do, and if you subscribe to her, she might even give you a food parcel, which is more than I ever do for you. So that is worth doing. As always, I'm going to be flying with more awesome guests every fortnight, so do subscribe to this channel if you want to see when they're up. In the meantime, I am really pleased to announce that we are taking Noobs on a Plane live and global. That's right, I'm going to be hanging out on Google Plus and doing a series of impromptu live stream events in which we try and fly around the world from point to point. And you are invited. If you want to get into the cockpit, and anyone's welcome to fly with me, what you need to do is add me on Google Plus. I think that is the only way you're going to get a notification to know when we're live on air. But yes, do that and see if you're a better co-pilot than Gameplay Jenny. Which, if we're being honest with ourselves, wouldn't be difficult. I'm only kidding. I love you, Jen. Take it easy, everybody. Good night. I don't know whether to class that as a success or a failure. I guess you can't hit a bridge and call that a success when you're in a plane.
That's clearly a success. The
We've
plane's
got
the
a deer.
right way up.
There's a deer. A really confused deer.
Oh, yes!
Oh, and he got so terrified when he saw you were in the plane that he just vanished.
Oh, did you see that? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's still alive. No, that's no good. No, you can't be still alive after I did that to you.